Welcome back to In the Works, and first things up, let's finish this Montante. One of the key features in assembling European longsword without it breaking is of course attaching the pommel. There are several ways to do that. One of them involves a threaded pommel. And a threaded pommel is not that simple. In order to begin my explanation, I will first need a rusty shield. Now, here, let's assume we have our pommel. It doesn't matter what shape the pommel is. Through the pommel, ostensibly, you have a tang. Since it's a threaded tang, you would think that the threads go like that, and the pommel is tapped to be screwed on. That is wrong. The reason is threads are the weakest point of your tang. And what you would want is for the tang to be unthreaded through most of the pommel except the very top. In the case with RJ's Montante, I choose to not thread the pommel. However, I utilize a little piece called the peen block, and that piece is threaded. So this piece goes on top, acting just like a nut. It is screwed on tight onto the threaded part of the tang and then peened over. If I would have chosen to thread my entire pommel, so boom, 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 the pommel is threaded, and a threaded tang is put into it. If I would have peened it, it would have been fairly useless. Now, as the user is utilizing the sword, lateral motion is being imparted on the pommel, as a pommel is a piece of mass. And this area right here is an elbow, because the handle is made out of wood right here, so that does not bend or oscillate. The pommel is solid, but it wants to move around. And like a pendulum, it imparts all the stress right here. Because if you have a threaded tang, the actual thickness of the tang is about half of what you see. And the threads funnel all the stress into one or two of them. As a result, you will have a pommel breakage, especially if the user tries to constantly tighten the pommel. A twist fracture is being imparted onto the material. The accumulated stress from using the sword further weakens it, and the pommel breaks off. Now, in some historical manuscripts, you have allusions to a trick where you unscrew the pommel and end them rightly. Now, this has been a subject of a lot of guffawing online. However, you have to place specifically Talhofer in his context. That specific manual on dueling was written in the context of judicial battles, where you're probably not using your personal sword, but using an item given to you. And the goal is to win a fight in front of the judges. Now, in that case, all dirty tricks are written into that specific manuscript, the ones that are allowed. And unscrewing the pommel is specifically a trick that was used for the purposes of winning a lawsuit. Now, it is not a manuscript that is intended as a training guide for winning duels between noblemen. Several pages later in the same manuscript, you have a duel battle between a husband and wife. Both are portrayed as peasants. So consequently, unscrewing the pommel and ending them rightly is not the standard martial arts trick. Boom. Keep going. As you can see, the sword is fairly durable, cuts very well, and now it's off to the professional, RJ. And now, after all the work you've seen, the Montante is ready for competition cutting. It's surprising to me personally that after all the work you've seen on the channel, we still haven't got a sponsor.
Thanks for watching this episode of In the Works. And if you enjoyed this video, check out a couple of our other videos. And as always, don't forget to subscribe.